If you ever start to choke in a formal situation, you should take this very seriously as you would in any situation. Choking is potentially life-threatening. It's always worth knowing some basic first aid. I once choked when I was 17 years old. I was eating at my school cafeteria and some food lodged itself in my throat. And I did what is typically done by someone who is choking. I left the room. Most people who die from choking die because they have left the presence of other people because they are embarrassed. And I ran out of the school cafeteria and almost fainted. But at the very last minute, I was able to practice the Heimlich maneuver on myself and dislodge the food. But I came very close to fainting and dying. If you begin to choke, firstly, I advise having a quick sip of water, as this will often cause the problem to go away. Cover your mouth with your hand or your napkin and cough discreetly into it. You can turn your face away from the people at the table so that you're not coughing directly towards them. It is important that this is the time not to worry about manners. Your life is more important than any etiquette that exists in the world. If it's a more serious choke, then you would use something called the Heimlich maneuver. This is taught in first aid courses around the world. You can perform the Heimlich maneuver on someone else, and you can, to a lesser extent, perform it on yourself if you were ever choking on your own. Stand behind the person who is choking. Place your arms around their waist and bend them forwards. Clench one fist and place it right above their belly button. Place the other hand on top of your clenched palm and then pull sharply inwards and upwards. You can repeat this movement up to 5 times. Do not do this with infants or children 12 months or younger. It is very, very important that you never do this on a child the wrong age, as you can seriously injure them. If someone begins to seriously choke, you should immediately call the emergency services of the country you're in. Once the food is dislodged, then you can remove it in the most practical way you can. If you've managed to dislodge the food yourself, then you can of course spit the offending food out into your napkin, and you can watch my other video on how to remove food with using a napkin. Choking is really serious, and if anyone starts to choke in front of you, you must take it extremely seriously and not let them leave the room. Manners go out the window. Safety and the preservation of life is the most important thing.